All right, let's bring back in our guest still with us, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor David Bruno. David, let's start right there with the decision by the defense. If I didn't find that out, my question was going to be, they had some tough decisions to make. Well, they did, and they made them. They will not be testifying. I thought there was a world where they could testify in this case and basically just say, look, no way were we trying to kill our own daughter, and they'd be fine. What do you make of their decision?
Yeah, very good point, Michael. They must feel comfortable and confident. I mean, with that being said, the proof is tough on that purposeful attempted murder, as we previously discussed. And anytime you call the defendant, you are now putting the credibility of the defendant squarely before that jury's interpretation and analysis and deliberation. And oftentimes, there's a big difference between the defense attorney that steps up and says that they haven't proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt, and here are the reasons, because they're relying on inferences and circumstantial, and the death didn't actually occur, versus all eyes on the defendant and the credibility. And we've seen a couple cases that have gone down with not guilties. We've seen a couple cases that have been convictions, and it all relies on the credibility of the defendant if they choose to testify, because it now focuses the jury on the defendant's credibility versus that proof beyond a reasonable doubt argument that defense attorneys have without it.
Yeah, let's remember, it is their decision ultimately, right? You can advise them what to do as an attorney, but it is the ultimate decision of the defendants. But I got to say, in terms of those inferences that you were talking about, Tracy Arnold, the student liaison or assistant student liaison, provided some very strong testimony. I was looking for something strong at the end of the prosecution's case, and she testified that this girl, Fatima, was in her office looking terrified, in fear, in pain, and told her that my father tried to kill me. Strong stuff for the prosecution.
Huge, Michael. Also, on the line of objectionable. I mean, I wonder if there's a pretrial hearing on that, because it comes in probably under excited utterance. And that did require foundation. And I didn't hear an objection at the time. And I just wonder if that was preliminarily determined, too, because that is a horrible piece of evidence for the defense. It is essentially giving the jury enough with the interpretation of the alleged victim saying what the defendant's mindset was at the time, which is the crux of the deliberation on that first top count of attempted murder.
Yeah, and it's strong because she's the one that was under the choke. So she could know what she was feeling at that time. Strong stuff again. All right, David Bruno, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Always a pleasure. We'll see you again soon, my friend.